and well deserved.
Absolutely.
It was a really nice day for the Veterans Day parades. A little windy.
The wind.
A little windy. But if you had a jacket on and the sunshine, the temperatures weren't too bad.
Yeah, we made it up to 70 degrees in a lot of spots today.
Oh, wow, okay.
And, of course, that wind was a bit on the gusty side. Pryor, you took the top spot today, 37-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Eufaula at 36 miles per hour. Tulsa International and McAllister were up at 35 miles per hour, as well as Coffeyville and Four-Acre. Bartlesville and Veneta at 33 miles per hour with those wind gusts. We will not be as windy tomorrow. In fact, barely a breeze tomorrow out of the east, and those temperatures will remain comfortable. Of course, jackets still come in handy in the morning hours, but once we get into the afternoon, we'll warm up into the low 70s. A few high-level clouds filtering through. It will be a beautiful day, but again, a little bit of a chilly start in the morning. Not too bad, though. Actually pretty close to average, which is 41. 39, though, we'll go Bartlesville. We'll go 40 in Tulsa, 41 in Muskogee, and then a lot of us right up to around 70 for the high tomorrow afternoon, with maybe even some mid-70s for those of you to the south. And then tomorrow evening, for any plans that you've got, those temperatures will cool back down through the 50s. No strong cold fronts on the way in our forecast, but you go back over 100 years ago today, all the way back to 1911, we had a powerful cold front track through the area. The Great Blue Northern certified meteorologist Brandon Woley has more on that. Brandon, what a powerful front this was.
That is right, Michael, and we're talking about two different locations, Tulsa and Oklahoma City. Of course, other locations saw the impacts of that frontal boundary as well, but this day in weather history for Tulsa. Now, on the 11th, we had a daytime high 85 degrees, record setting, and then the next day on the 12th, a low of 15, and that was a record low temperature. Now, for our friends and neighbors in OKC, they set the records on the same day, the record high and the record low. So the record high there, 83 degrees, and then later that night went all the way down to 17 above. Michael?
Yeah, that's amazing. And those records, by the way, for Oklahoma City, still hold today. Can you believe that? On the same day, the record high and the record low were set. Unbelievable. Here's what we've got out there tonight. Nothing like that in our forecast. Looking good here from Brookside back toward downtown. 67 is our current temperature, and we talked about it earlier. 70, the high temperature this afternoon in Tulsa. There is actually a weak front that's going to be moving in as we head into tomorrow. That'll turn our wind back around out of the east tomorrow. We mentioned just a very light easterly breeze, but still very nice behind that front. And then we'll start to see those southerly winds pick back up again as we go into Thursday, and that will continue to push our temperatures up even more. We go from 72 tomorrow to 77 on Thursday, and look at this, 80 Friday and 82 on Saturday, and just a beautiful stretch here through the end of the week. It will be windy, though, on Thursday. Gusty south winds, probably a few gusts pushing 30 to 35 miles per hour. We had rain in the forecast yesterday for Sunday, but we've now pushed that back toward Monday with a chance for a few showers and storms. So we'll keep an eye on that as we go into early next week. But it looks like that system that we were tracking over the weekend going to be coming in a little slower than what we originally anticipated.
Up to 80 on Friday. Unbelievable.
There we go.
Yeah.